Oh yes, folks, it's the WC, and y'all already read the title of the video. Y'all know why I'm here. This video is majority about Kevin Durant, and there's also going to be somewhat of a review of NBA free agency, the winners and losers of NBA free agency. Now, Kevin Durant, basically the biggest domino to fall in free agency, has decided that he is going to go to Southern California, because you know it never rains there, right? Never rains in Oakland, right? Yeah, he's going to be signing with the Golden State Warriors. Now, this is my instant reaction to this. I guess if you can't beat them, then you join them, right? I mean, I guess that's what it is, right? Don't you know what? I'm gonna tell you like this. I can't fault him for going to Golden State. All right, legit. That's going to be the team to beat for like the next couple of years, and the Cavaliers have to respond some type of way. They're just on a different level, bringing in Kevin Durant, and this move is monumental to the landscape of the NBA, to the shape of the NBA, to the future of the NBA, because you really don't see super teams like we saw. We saw the big three there in Miami, but it was a big three. The big three was a big three. Legit, this could be like a big 4 or 5 in Golden State. Like I said, from a competition standpoint, it's like, I didn't think that this was what KG was. Not KG, but KD. I always get them mixed up. KD, KG, same thing. It's a tongue twister. But I didn't think that this was what Durant was. I thought he was that guy that was, I'm going to beat you. All right, and that's basically because he's from this area, and I'm disappointed that he didn't even consider coming back home to the Wizards. But maybe being away from DC, maybe being away from where he grew up is a good thing for him. Some people just, some people deal with it a little bit better. I thought that he could have took this opportunity to win one for the land, Maryland, or Maryland, if you want to go there, because that's where he grew up and was, but it's just one of those things where, looking at the landscape of the NBA, I mean, who's gonna run with the Warriors? I mean, who's gonna run with these guys? Given everything kind of lining up perfectly and barring injury, who's gonna run with these boys, man? I mean, like, some people argue and say, "Oh man, if Kevin Durant didn't get hurt, blah, blah, blah." And then there's a couple other people that's like, "Oh, if Kyrie Irving didn't get hurt in game 1, blah 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 blah." Like, they're basically discrediting the Warriors title run the year before last. And look, that's a legitimate argument. Whether Warrior fans want to believe that or not, whether they want to listen to that or not, injuries are a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of things, there was a lot of chips that didn't fall in Golden State's favor in the NBA Finals. Curry played like crap. Thompson just disappeared at times. The bench wasn't as effective as they were, the couple series before. Bogut got hurt, and that's something that nobody said anything about. They didn't even mention the fact that Bogut got hurt, which just as much as Draymond Green getting suspended, you can argue and say that Andrew Bogut getting hurt changed the complexion of the NBA Finals, because all of a sudden LeBron just went to the basket uncompeted, and that's basically LeBron's super strength, is going to the basket, because he can shoot that outside shot. He could get his own shot and shoot them little fadeaway jumpers and them open threes, but LeBron James's game is going to the basket, and they had no rim protector after Bogut went down. So, I'm not saying that Durant is a rim protector. I'm not saying that he's all world defense or anything like that, but he did lead the Thunder in rebounds last year. You know what I'm saying? I think he was second on the team or third on the team in blocks behind, Ibaka and Cantor there in OKC. I'm gonna speak about OKC in a second. But, Durant, that domino falling for Durant going to Golden State, some people gonna look at this and say he took the easy way out. He wants to win multiple championships. I heard through the grapevine that he had a conversation with Jerry West, and Jerry West swayed him because Jerry West's record in the NBA Finals was garbage. He only won it like I think once or twice. I think he was like 1-9 in the NBA Finals. And I'm gonna tell you like this: whether Kevin Durant wants to believe this or not, all right, he's this generation's Patrick Ewing / Karl Malone. I'm gonna call him Patrick Malone. All right, because that's basically what he is. A really great player, but might not be the bride. He'll probably always be the bridesmaid. But the thing is that, him taking the opportunity to go to Golden State, and the eyes of the basketball world is you're trying to be a front runner. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily like the move. This team, like, you can't beat. I'm gonna tell you like this: you can't beat this team on 2K. All right, as you see in the background, everybody's gonna be playing with Golden State coming up on 2K17. So you just go ahead and get ready for people to spam threes with Kevin Durant and Curry. Just get ready for that to happen. All right, just go ahead and forecast that for you. All right, good. But this team's going to be unbeatable. You know what I'm saying? In real life, he's going to be unbeatable in a video game. And this is a direct response to the Cavaliers, man. I mean, people forget that Golden State was up 3-1 on the Cavaliers without Durant. They go get Durant. What chance do teams like Cleveland have against a team built like Golden State? What chance do they have? What chance does the rest of the league have against a team built like Golden State now? This has changed the entire landscape of the NBA, and these super teams right here that are just built and comprised. The NBA is encouraging this, increasing the luxury cap. What is it called? The luxury tax, the salary cap. As far as they're encouraging super teams in the NBA. So the balance of power is shifting this way, that way, and it's crazy, man. Like, my personal view on this is like, I don't like it. I understand why he did it, but I don't like it. He could have stayed in OKC. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and going to OKC real quick. Westbrook's on his way out too. For all y'all OKC fans, I feel bad for OKC. I mean, because like I said earlier, last year, like I said in previous videos, last year was legit probably Kevin Durant's and Westbrook's final shot at winning a championship, and they came so close. They came so close to getting there, and I think that Kevin, weighed his loyalty to the OKC fans, to the city of Oklahoma, the state of Oklahoma, and I think that he weighed that out, and he said, hey, I'm not trying to be, Patrick Malone, aka Karl Malone, Patrick Ewing. He's not trying to be that guy, but it just kind of intensifies that he is. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because towards the end of their careers, and I can't say this about Patrick, but I can definitely say this about Karl. Karl kind of went more so towards the later years of his peak, not necessarily in his prime like KD is doing right now. But I mean, this is a front runner's move, man. I mean, and from my perspective, it's like, can you say that LeBron did the same thing? Of course he did. When you team up with all stars, and do what you did in Miami, that's a front runner move. But at the same time, it's like Bosh didn't win a championship. Wade had won one championship, and legit, Wade wasn't league MVP consecutive years in a row. Wade wasn't considered an elite scorer. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to a team in which there's elite scorers, there's elite passers. It's scary. It's going to be real scary watching these guys, man. I think that they're a threat for their own regular season record of 73 wins. I think that that's a real possibility for them. barring injury, barring everybody getting or being healthy the entire season. I think that they're a threat to their own record right now. You know, they're definitely the favorites to win the NBA championship. All you Cleveland fans have a couple seats. All right, they're definitely the favorites to win the championship next year. You know, let me know how you guys feel about this Kevin Durant situation, him going to Golden State. I'm just, you know, part of me is just like, you know, this kind of hurts his legacy a little bit, and I think that people don't understand that he can win 3 championships and it kind of still hurts it. But the thing is that I can't say that it hurts his that it hurts his legacy because of the fact that he's an elite player. If I say that it hurts his legacy, then look, Shaq's legacy must be hurt too, because he went to the Lakers and he won 3 championships. But the thing is that the argument will be made is that the LA Lakers weren't loaded before they got Shaq. You understand what I'm trying to say? They weren't really loaded at all during their time their championship run. They just had really good complementary players with Shaq and Kobe, and that was enough to win championships there. But Kevin Durant is going to a super team. You know what I'm saying? They must just we're just going to call the the Golden State Warriors the Golden Power, man. You know what I'm saying? The Golden League or something. We're going to come up with some type of name for this team now, man, because you know, it's just a bunch of superheroes now, man. Guys that can take over games, guys that can score 50 points in 1 quarter. I mean, it's just scary. In the NBA, like, I want to pound this point home, the NBA allows this to happen. One more thing that I want to touch on real quick is the rest of free agency. I like what Boston did going out and getting Al Horford. I absolutely love what the Pacers did going out and getting Jeff Teague and Thaddeus Young and Al Jefferson, because their down low game was terrible in Indiana, and they've kind of shored that up with some big men and some finesse big men. You know, that I'm gonna tell you like this: Thad Young kind of owns the Pacers, so hey, in that case, you know, if you can't beat them, then you might as well go ahead and try acquire them in a trade, I guess, right? You know, Gasol's still out there. I think that by this news of Kevin Durant going where he's gonna go, that might intensify where Gasol goes next. So as this video records, I don't know where Gasol's going to go. Everywhere else in free agency is pretty darn solid, man. I mean, you got Dwight Howard going to Atlanta. Dwight Howard is like 3 years late on going to Atlanta. I like what Houston did going out there and getting Eric Gordon and Ryan Anderson. I think that they'll play a little bit better with Harden than his supporting cast of last year or last couple of years. The Oladipo trade for the Thunder is a steal, because, you know, now they don't have Durant. They still should be a playoff team, but, you know, they don't have Durant, so they should still be a playoff team with Westbrook. But, you know, that's give or take, you know. So let me know how you guys feel about the rest of free agency. It's the WC, man. I'll get back at y'all a little bit later. And until next time, peace out.